Hi everybody, it is Misty again with Autumn Mist Boutique. How are you today? It is Thursday, so not gonna do one as long as yesterday. I did not realize I had that much to say. Holy cow, 45 minutes. Goodness gracious of me talking. I know nobody really wants to hear that much of me talking, so I will do my very best. After all of the travel and stuff this week, my week is completely like wonky. Um, I woke up today thinking it was Wednesday instead of Thursday, so I missed taking my shot yesterday. So I had to take it today. Could be why I woke up super hungry this morning. My I'm diabetic, so I take a weekly shot. No, it's not Ozempic. Yes, I have used that and it is amazing, but I am on TRS insurance and they do not pay for that. So I had to switch to something else. It works. I use Manjaro, which is it didn't work really well to start with for me. And because it's a different medication, I had to kind of start low and build up. It seems to be working better now at a higher dose. And overall, I've already lost about 60 pounds, 50 to 60 pounds in about a year and a half. Maybe 2 years. I had 100 pounds. But as long as I take it once a week, I do not have to take any other insulin. I don't have to check my sugar anymore. As long as I stay on this dose of Manjaro once a week, I don't have to take any other stuff. I'm able to eat my favorite candy, which if you see back here, Jolly Ranchers is my favorite. Because they last a little bit longer and it doesn't bother my sugar. I prefer the red ones, but they're sometimes hard to find, so I get those and I just pick all the red ones up. I do not do grape and raspberry. Sometimes apple, that one's not too bad, but the others definitely do not do. So just whole thing. Like I said, everything's been so wonky. I was so tired yesterday that, after all the hotel drama, getting home till, 1 a.m. and then, getting up at like 7, I was just exhausted. So that being said, I went to bed at like 8 o'clock yesterday. And I got up about 8 this morning. So I slept for about 12 hours, which, by the way, was super needed. So I got up today ready to do stuff. I had to go pay rent, goodbye check. Then I had to go get a few things at the store so we could have stuff to eat. Hubby went with me, and hardhead that he is, old cowboy, he wanted to walk the store, and they're renovating our Walmart right now, which, by the way, is god awful, and I hate it, and it's tacky, and I feel like I'm in Target. By the way, I don't like shopping at Target, so really happy with the way they're doing everything. But my opinion doesn't really count for anything. They're going to do it anyway. Back to school stuff, by the way, is buy hardware now, because they're moving everything, and dog food is now in the very back of the store next to the books, because that's where I always wanted to shop for my dog food, was right next to the books. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me some book aisles. That's my favorite place to go, but I don't know. Anyway, again, my opinion doesn't count. My daughter loves to tell me, Mom, quit complaining about it. It's not going to do any good. And she's right. It won't do any good. I do like some of the stuff they're doing, but other stuff is just driving me crazy. I do not like the clothing at all. It makes absolutely no sense. And, they could have just put up signs that said fat people clothes here and skinny people clothes here, and here's the kids, and all that stuff. But for some reason they decided that this other way was good, which, by the way, again, don't like it. So, but my opinion doesn't count. We'll just move on from there. My 2 cents about Walmart, seeing as I'm in a tiny town and there is no other place to shop, literally, unless I want to go to Brookshire's, which all they have is food. So, and it's at a higher price. So that's pretty much where I'm at. If I want to shop for clothes, I have to go to Walmart because there's no other place to go. Rural life, fun times. Anyways, move on from that. My annoyance at Walmart today. So I promised you yesterday I would show you the stuff I printed. This is what it looks like when I print it. I will show it to you once I cut it and glue everything. So I'm gonna start with the bigger stuff because I started with a pile and went that. So I've got to cut all this today, and then I can't print any new stuff until I get the maintenance box from Epson. So that will probably be Monday. I will print more of this stuff. So for the calendars that I'm fixing to show you right now, I I did about 5 of these because these are undated calendars. So here's the first one. So this is our kitty cat back to school. This is an undated calendar. It has 24 pages in it, so it's enough for 2 years. And basically all I will do is cut the white off around the edges. I can print this all the way to the edges, but then they don't fit in the packaging, and I don't want to buy new packaging. So I have to print it like this, which is fine. It's super easy to cut off. These are the large weekly planners for this release. So here we go. I did not think the brown was going to turn out good. It actually turned out way better than I thought. I really kind of like it. It's like a, leather notebook kind of thing. So this is for our kitty cats. Okay. Again, I'll cut all the white off on this. And that way it will. These have 40 pages in them. Yes, I know there's 52 weeks in a year. However, when I do 52, there's not enough room in the packaging. It won't close. So I would have to buy bigger packages to put these in. And 40 works pretty well. I mean, most people don't use the exact same planner all year round. So the way I think about these and design these is this one can be used any time of year. It's not really specific to back to school. However, some of them are kind of specific to holidays and stuff. So my idea is use it for as long as you want to use it, put it up, and then you have it for next year. So you have more than 1 year's worth of it. You can just put it up and use it later on. So it goes out and buy more. I mean, I'm okay with either one. So I've already showed you guys these notepads, but this is what they look like when you print them. They put 2 on here. When they cut them in, yes, there's lines on them, so they know where to cut. So they're reasonably even. And then I'll stick them together. These come with 30 pages in them, so I print 15. So there's 30 for this one. This is the second one. Again, you've already seen this one. This is just what it looks like when it prints. Again, 30 pages for that. And this one also has 30 pages. And this is the second. And y'all have already seen those. I already showed you those. So I could not make my mind up for the weekly planners. So I did 2 weekly planners, and I did one that's actually kind of a new product that we've never done before, but I just love it. So I'm going to show you these 2. And these are daughter approved, by the way. She helped me make this one specific. This is an ADHD daily planner. I'm going to put this up here so you can see all of it. Move it this way a little bit. So she literally helped me make every part of this. It does come from a template that I have with the Canva. However, yes, you can see me. I'm trying to lean down so I can see it. The template on Canva does not cover all this. I customized it with the color. I customized all the little sections on it. I talked to her about it and I said, what do you think? What do you need? What do you use? And she's like, I actually had these daily tasks separated into might do and should do. And she's like, no, I need like one solid daily task thing so that I can keep myself on track. We talked about the schedule. She said that she would actually like it broke up smaller into like 30-minute increments, but that would make it really messy. So that's why we decided on doing that here. These come with 40 pages, just like the monthly planners do for the weekly ones. These daily ones come with 40 pages. So honestly, you could use this probably for a couple of months. And again, this is one that you could use year round. This is not specific to back to school. This is absolutely one that could be used year round. And I may tweak it and maybe change the colors and stuff, and keep the same layout so that it'll kind of follow along with some different stuff that we have. Like we have fall coming up, maybe do a fall version of it, maybe a spring, and do it kind of like a yearly version so that way it'll be interesting. And then I also, on the same back to school theme, I have a study planner. And this one is similar to the ADHD planner. It has the task list on it right here. It has important at the top, study assignments, and then just kind of a brain dump area where you can just put stuff, just that you're thinking about. This is, again, our college back to school theory, back to school collection. Okay, college bound is actually what it's called, but just all right. This one, I've never done one like this, but I loved the idea, especially for maybe dual-credit kids or even my college kiddos. I don't do Cornell notes because I never learned how to do Cornell notes, so I did not do that. However, this is a lecture note pad where you can do your lecture notes, and it's in mark theme, okay? And it's got like some old paper like on the back. You can put at the top, the date, the class, what the topic is, and you can take your notes. These will have 40 pages in them, just like our other ones do. And again, this is something that I'm going to continue going forward. I'll make something similar for each collection that we do, just to kind of carry it through. And you can't really see really good on here, but on behind this, there's actually some of those other objects on there that are kind of in the background. So you can see those on there. So those are all the ones I've done so far. I have not done stickers. I have not done magnetic bookmarks. I haven't done any of those yet. So that's something I'm still working on. I may work on that after I cut this stuff. Again, I can't print anything until Epson sends me the maintenance box, which has already been ordered. It just hasn't got here yet. It may come over the weekend. It just depends. And that's fine. I don't need anything right this second. If I get too much stuff on my desk, it stresses me out. And I really am one of those people that if it's there for a long period, I have to do it. I have to clean those phones. I can't have it all messy. So I forgot to show y'all yesterday. I did get some souvenirs while I was in Boston. By the way, history teacher. So of course, I had to get some of the Boston Harbor tea that was thrown into Boston Harbor. I'm not going to tell you how ridiculously expensive this was, but this is individual tea packs. They did have loose tea, but I'm not a huge fan of loose tea. I don't have any way to strain it. I do have a little, like my teapot that I have at work does have like a loose tea strainer in it, and I do have a small one here for an individual pot, but it's not something I use all the time. This is more convenient. I can just put it in any cup. I don't have to worry about straining it. So I did get that. I also got a Harvard keychain. It's on my purse over there. Let's see here. These are on the other side. There we go. So I got a Harvard keychain. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I got one for me and one for my daughter, and then I also got some t-shirts, one for her and one for me. I did not get my husband. Well, I got some shot glasses too. Right, someone took those out of the room and didn't bring it back. So, of course, sir, I'm assuming my shot glass that I got a copper coated one. That's like got history stuff. It's got like Paul Revere and all of the Bostonian history stuff on there, Benjamin Franklin and things like that. It's got it all around the edges. And for my daughter, she is over 21. That was a Harvard one, and it's like a double shot glass. It's like a bigger one. Not because I think she's going to go drink and use it, but just because I thought it was fun. Because why not? All right, that is it for today. Honestly, I didn't have a ton of hubby updates, so it's been a rough couple of days. He did not do well when he was gone. On Monday, he tried to do way too much, wouldn't listen to our daughter. I had to call in my in-laws. I told y'all about that yesterday, to get him to sit down and chill and relax. Yesterday, because I mean on Tuesday, because I was in the professional development conference, I really wasn't able to kind of keep an eye on him and see what was going on. My daughter was home that day, so I assumed if it was an issue, she would contact me. But I really just did not have that much time to message them or, check cameras or anything like that. So I did not do that. I'm sorry, my allergies ever since I got back are driving me crazy. Sore notes last night was just so stopped up. Um, I have really bad year-round allergies, always have. So that I have any allergy problems when I was in Boston, but it was also, raining the whole time, and rain kind of makes all those pollutants go away. Anyways, but um, so he did kind of wake up when I got home on Tuesday, which was, after 1 a.m. And he was really happy that I was back. However, he didn't get a lot of sleep once he woke up. Then he was then coughing and, all the things. So I slept till about 8 or 9 yesterday morning, because I didn't want to sleep too long I didn't want to mess with my sleep patterns and stuff, especially since I have to go back to work in like 3 weeks. I don't want to get on like a summer schedule and then be like, oh gosh, I have to get up and do all the things as a teacher again. I don't want to do all that. So trying to stick to a reasonably early schedule where I'm still getting up about 8 or 9. And then let's see. Yesterday, we just kind of hung around the house. We really didn't do much of anything. We didn't go anywhere. I didn't even get out of my gown. I'm not gonna lie. To record, I actually, just put a sweatshirt on. So we really didn't do anything. Now this morning was a little bit better. He slept reasonably well last night. He did a little bit better. He was already in there when I went to bed at like 8:30 or 9. He was watching TV, and he went on and decided to turn it off when I came in there. And then my dogs started wanting out about 5 this morning. So I was kind of up and down between 4 and 5, letting them all out, because of course they do not all want to go out at the same time. They want to go out one at a time, and I don't like leaving them out, and I don't like them just coming in the door, because then they leave the back door open and bugs and stuff, because we're in the South. So I try to, get up and shut the door when they come back in. Well, our newest one, Freya, went out and never came back in, and she's the one that gets out of the yard. So I was like kind of half in, half out, not really sleeping. He finally decided to get up about, I don't know, maybe 6:30 or 7, something like that. And he got up and took a shower and stuff like that. Which, if you don't know, if you have breathing problems, taking a shower is extremely tiring. I know it doesn't seem like it when you feel great, but when you're struggling, and especially with breathing problems, it's awful. So he got up and took a shower. Our shower's a little slow to drain, so I kind of waited for the hot water to heat back up. I woke up about 8, but I didn't get up out of bed right away, because like I said, he was taking a shower and stuff. I did get up and let the dogs out, and, told him that one of the dogs was out. He's like, oh, she came back in a long time ago. I was like, oh, okay. So we then had to go get the rent check, and be able to do all of those things, walking around the store. And again, he's hard-headed. He will not get one of those carts. He wants to walk. And to be honest, my uncle was exactly the same way. Literally, up until he died, he would not use one of those carts. He went in the store, and he was on 24-hour oxygen, couldn't hardly get up and move around, that he wasn't exhausted. And literally up until just a few days before he died, he was still carrying, still walking the store, and he was walking my butt off. I mean, he was just really, really going at it. So my husband, I assume, is going to be a lot like that, but he is just, can't do anything, can't lift anything, which is very against his better nature and his, how he is. He likes to be able to do things. And he's always been that kind of person. So not being able to do things is very, very hard for him. He is not a fan of it by any means. I'm gonna just say that. Uh, Having trouble even opening a Coke bottle. So it's just one of those things. And he's like, I want to be able to do, I got to do this because I'm going to have to be able to do it on my own to get back to where I was. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to happen. I love you, but you're never going to go back to where you were. I said, you're only going to get worse. And of course, that he argues with me every time. We went to the store. He walked around the whole store. He got to where he couldn't hardly push the buggy as we were putting stuff in it. So I kind of had to help push the buggy. And of course, by the time we got home, he was just exhausted. Like, me and my daughter were carrying the stuff in, and he couldn't. He was just done. And I said, well, that'll probably wear you out for the rest of the day. You'll just not be able to do anything. He went and got some stuff out of his truck, a bag that he needed to fix the end of a cord or something on. And he's like, when did all my stuff get so heavy? I was like, honey, your stuff's always been heavy. You just never noticed it. He's like, man, I can't even hardly lift this. I'm like, I know. So it's very difficult for him right now. He does not like being in this situation. So I'm hoping. He finished antibiotics yesterday. I messaged his primary care doctor. They sent a message back, but I could not look at it. Like, when I looked at it, it said new message, but then there was nothing there. So I may have to call them today and see, what's going on. He doesn't see a specialist again until the 30th. Between now and then, he's got to go get an x-ray done. So we'll have to have that. He did get the sputum, a sample of what he was coughing up. They did take that and go on and do a culture for it. I don't think that's come back yet. I wasn't aware that he turned that in to the doctor's office blood people. That was actually for his specialist. They were going to do it somewhere else. So interesting. I don't know if it's waiting to the right doctor, but we'll see. May have to do another one, which he coughs so much, I don't know why that would even be a worry, him being able to give them a culture. All right, guys. As always, I'm trying to keep this one short and sweet because it was so long yesterday. I'm going to record me cutting all this stuff and doing it today so that will be our long format. I will not do a long format this week because I did the long one yesterday and I'm kind of behind on recording anyway. So that will be our long episode for this week, and then I will record this stuff for next Thursday for release, and then hopefully I can start getting some pictures and stuff like that of all the products once we get them flu. Once I cut them, I can put them over for my husband, and that's not something that's going to be strenuous for him to do. He can sit there and he can take his time gluing, listening to his phone, watching TV. So I'm going to work on doing that. It does kill my shoulder, though. I'm right-handed, so I do everything with this. So by the end of the day, this poor shoulder is going to be about ready to fall off. Yes, I can do it with my left arm because I'm able to do stuff with my left arm equally as much as my right. It's not as good, but I can do it. Things like that. I just tend to lean towards my right side. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to go. Don't forget to click like, follow, share, so that we can get as many people seeing us as possible, and we can maybe increase our sales, because I love doing this for you guys. And even if we weren't selling stuff, I would probably still do this. It's a little cathartic to be able to talk to people about stuff. Probably listens or not. I mean, it's interesting. I don't get any monetary value for doing any of this, probably because I just started. I'm not that follower, but that's not something that I monetize right now. So I just enjoy, getting information out there. And maybe your family's going through something like we are with a recent terminal diagnosis and what that looks like, and what the ups and downs are. We're still waiting for Social Security to approve his retirement. I keep checking that every day, and that hasn't been approved. We did get his Part A approved, which is hospital. So when he was in the hospital for that week, Social Security paid for that, and they pay for anything dealing with that hospitalization. So we didn't have to pay any of that. I did get a bill recently that was like $1,000. I don't know what it was for. It probably just doesn't have his stuff on there for Social Security and the insurance that he's covered on, because that seems like a lot. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great afternoon, and I will post again tomorrow and Saturday. See you later.